Good morning, everybody. Is it an exciting morning today? Are we gonna have an exciting day? Poor Happy. His legs still hurt. How you feeling, Happy? How's your little leg doing? Hubby assures me that it just takes a while for sprained ankles to heal. I mean, it's not swollen. It's not swollen. It doesn't look like bad or anything. It's just hurting him. Just don't like him in pain. Hey, boys. Let's feed you guys first, and then we'll feed Happy and Daisy. There you go, Vinny. There's your breakfast. And I know people have been saying about lifting the dog dishes for them to eat to prevent twisted stomachs. So I am working on that. I'm gonna make some kind of a thing to put them on. You's a stinky boy. Do you know that? You stink. But you're very handsome. Oh, the troubles of winter. I don't think I'm gonna be able to break that. It looks super duper thick. And the fence is on. It's shocking me a little bit. Through my 1,000 layers of clothing. I'm gonna have to get in there and try to jump on it. It's another thing me and hubby were talking about. Once Happy's gone, there's a gate down there. Wait. Over there, right there's a gate. So that this pasture that Daisy and Sally and Happy are in can open up to where the heifers are. So once Happy's gone, we want to open that gate so then Daisy and Sally can go down with the heifers. The heifers can come up here. We'll feed them up here, but then they can go and drink water out of the creek because it's hard to keep everybody watered in the wintertime because the water just freezes. But they can drink out of the creek all the time. Like, that's not gonna freeze that they can't get the water. So I would like to do that too. I wish you guys would stop knocking your trough down in there. I think it's frozen now. I can't move it. We did drag it up so that Happy didn't have to walk in this frozen, I mean, it's frozen now, it's not mud. So it's like really hard to walk in. And with him hurting his leg, I don't want him walking in this. But they keep pulling the trough down the hill. And I'm sure I'm not gonna go get it out today. They're gonna have to leave it there. Yep, that is definitely stuck in the mud. Just gonna have to stay there today. I do see you guys got a little dirt in here though. There. There you go. So sorry your foot hurts, Happy. I hope it feels better soon. And it definitely, I mean, I think he twisted it. Poor baby. And there's not really anything I can do for that. I really don't think he got something stuck in the hoof. I really think he twisted it. And of course, it was on the day where it snowed. So he could have been running around playing and slipped. I don't know. Good morning, Miss Sally. I know, this stuff is terrible, isn't it? Now your water looks like I can actually break yours. Hopefully it warms up a little today. Let's see. Whoa. That wasn't hard. See if we can get this one out. There we go. Some water for you to drink. Now we'll see if I can do the other ones. I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to though because they were broken a few times already. And that means they're gonna be a lot thicker. So they'll probably be impossible to break. Mr. Vinny, I need that bucket now. I know you like to carry them up in the field, but I need it. I don't want to have to walk up in the field and get it again. Whew. Thank you. There we go. I don't think this one will be as easy. There's no breaking that. There's no way. That is just way too thick. Hello, Normal. You guys love climbing trees. You're such a good climber too. Are you a good climber? Now I get to clean up all of the hay that the heifers and the cows pulled on the ground. That's the last thing I do in the morning. So wasteful. And look at all that hay. Just everywhere. Look at that. Little brats. Especially when we have very limited hay. I am still on the hunt for hay. It's not going very well, but I'm still looking. I've widened my range of looking for hay to where my hubby works, so he can take his truck and get 2 on the way home every time. But that's still not going very well because the one guy doesn't want us taking just 2 bales at a time. He said that's not worth it for him. But it's like, we're desperate. That's the only way we can get it is 2 bales at a time because he can't take a trailer all the way up to work and then back down. And we don't have a hay trailer. So we will find hay eventually, hopefully. We have to. Or else I can get square bales, but square bales are extremely expensive compared to big round bales. Plus, that is going to be such a pain in the butt. Throwing square bales in with the cows all the time, every day. But, I mean, if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. So we'll see how it goes. Much better. It's a little better. Definitely gonna have to do it again tonight, though, because they love to make a mess of it. If they eat a lot of hay, that's fine. I'm okay with them eating as much hay as they want. But what I don't like is when they throw it on the ground and waste it, and step on it and poop on it, and it's not getting eaten. Sally, what are you doing? You're knocking your water over. Little brat. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why did you have to put your food in your water? That's a bad girl. Why'd you do that? That was clean water, too. You're such a piggy. Both her and Happy are the same way when they eat their food. The other cows keep their face in the trough while they're eating. But Sally and Happy will take a bite and then they'll put their head away from the trough and chomp it and put it all over the ground. It's so annoying. Doesn't look too bad this morning. There's a little cleanup. Probably over here is the worst. Not too bad. I've definitely seen worse. Now, one thing I did do over here with this hay feeder that I didn't do to the heifers, and it has made a huge difference, is I took wire and I kind of weaved it like a basket. So then they can't pull it down and out and it doesn't fall to the ground. So that definitely helped with this one. I'm going to do it to the heifers one too next time it's empty, because that definitely did save them from wasting some of that hay. Now, next time we give them a bale, though, I want to put a cattle panel on top and tie it down so then they can't just pull all the layers of hay off the top. And I want to do the same thing to the heifers' hay feeder, too. But if Happy leaves, then we will only need one hay feeder because then all the cows will be conjoined together. So yeah, then I'll only have to do it to this one. Unless hubby will probably just want to give him hay down there. Unless the creek floods. Then that changes everything. Then we have to close the gate and open up the the fence over top the creek. Well, I just looked up the hill and I see a whole bunch of buckets that Vinny took up there. Vinny, have you been taking the buckets again? Have you? Let's go get your buckets. Let's go get your buckets. Making me walk up this hill. I know, I know. Look at him over there. Little brat. Making me get my exercise. You're so proud of your buckets. Oh, you little brat. You know I'm gonna come get them. So you're taking it away. Oh, you have more over there too. You're making me walk for them. You little brat, you did that on purpose. My goodness. What am I gonna do with you? Chewing up all these buckets. Oh my goodness. You're a stinker. And there's another one all the way over there too. I think so. Or is it just snow? I think it's another bucket. It is. It's another bucket. Well, that one's ruined. Were you eating that one? That one's not even usable anymore. Well, there's the other piece to it. I cannot wait until the majority of all these trees are cut down. Ah, he's stealing my bucket. I sat him down for 2 seconds and he's stealing it. Such a little brat. But anyway, I can't wait until the majority of these trees are cut down because this will be a nice pasture once they're cut down. I mean, there's so many trees. If you watch the video where the goats ran away, I had to walk the goats through this pasture and it was so thick you could barely walk through it. So the cows definitely cleared it out. They definitely cleared it out a lot, but we have a lot of trees to cut down. I mean, we have cut down so many trees in just 1 year. So, but we still have a lot more to cut down, and pretty soon I'm not gonna be cutting down any more trees. It's gonna be all up to my husband because I'm having a baby. So next year I'm not gonna be doing as much cutting down because I'm gonna have a newborn to take care of. So I don't see as much happening next year as happened this year because hubby has a full-time job. So he's just not gonna be able to get it done like I did. But we have time. We will eventually get them cut down. Someday we'll have lush green pastures. I'm glad you guys have each other to be friends with. You're not taking these buckets. Sorry, I need them. Hi, Rocky. Yeah, take a stick. You got all the sticks in the world to chew on. Yeah, see? Take a stick. Oh my goodness. You're such a good boy. Well, we ate breakfast and we are back outside. It's cold. I don't like it. Last year, the cold did not bother me too much. This year is really bothering me. I wear so many layers and I am still cold, like to the bone. So I'm ready for winter to be over. It's only December. But we are back out here because I want to finish this pen that I started making for the bulls last spring. Well, this past spring. And I want to get it done. I want to finish it because I'm afraid we're going to have a bad winter. We've already got snowstorms in November this year, and I'm afraid it's just like warming us up for what we're about to get. I know the locals have told us that we don't really get much snow out here at all, but there's always a first for everything. I think North Carolina and Helene has shown us that anything can happen. There's a first for anything. So I want to be prepared for winter. When I was growing up, our cows did not have a shelter, and we had blizzards where we lived. And they didn't have shelters. Our cows didn't. They just lived out in the field. But if we get a blizzard this year, I will not be able to sleep at night knowing that the cows are like in feet of snow with no shelter. So it's not looking so great. I had a tarp over it in the summertime, but I mean, that's just all blown off. I put this one side up of boards, and that's all about I got done. So I have plywood now that I'm going to use for these sides, and then I'm going to do the roof first, and then we'll do the plywood sides. And this should be big enough for these two little bulls this winter. And I'm not going to get to it today, but I do want to make a shelter for the cows. It's going to have to be a lot bigger because it's a lot of them. It's a lot more of them. So I'm going to make a bigger shelter for them, but I want to do that because you just don't know what winter is going to look like. And I really don't want my cows laying in feet of snow, living in feet of snow. I want them to be able to get some shelter when they need it. I know we have a lot of trees that they can go under, but that's not going to keep them out of the snow. What do you think, buddy? You want a nice little house to live in, sleep in? First, I'm going to take off the tarp, put the roof on, and then we'll put up the plywood. I don't think it'll take very long, so we'll see. Alright, I'm finally done with the roof. It took a lot longer than I had planned. It's not the most beautiful thing, but it'll get the job done. Now all I gotta do is get the plywood to do the sides. So I planned on using this plywood for the bull pen, but it's got this stuff on it and it's frozen together because it's like wet and it all froze together, so I can't get that up. So I'm sure hubby doesn't have any plans for this, but man, this stuff is heavy. I guess we'll try to take the smaller pieces first and see what that looks like on the pen. This stuff is extremely heavy. Well, we got it over here, me and the boys. But man, was that heavy. And I'm glad that I do not have to move this ever again. Now I just gotta attach it. I do have this screw over here that is in my way. And I don't have that end to take it off. So I'm gonna whack it with a hammer and try to bend it over as best I can, because it's just gonna have to stay here for now. That works. It just broke right off. So that works. Now I don't have to worry about it anymore.
I could set it the name. Like these.
Hammer.
I got one now. Bobby has so he.
Oh, it's for away, that's it. They're right for away.
I gotta die. I got
We are done. Boys are putting straw on it now. It's all done. Look at that. Finally. Took me nearly a year to finish. Isn't it beautiful? I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this pen because it's so pieced together. It's going to get the job done. What do you think, Hunter? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Do you think the bulls will like it?
Yeah.
Yeah? It took longer to put together than I thought it would. A lot longer to put together than I thought it would. But it's done. It's definitely not perfect. It was free because it was just made out of stuff laying around on the farm. So you can't beat free. And it'll keep the snow off of the bulls this winter. And I'm sure they'll love it. We will see if they lay in it tonight. I'm excited to see if they do. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they're going to love the straw. They'll be all excited because I catch them down at the pig pen all the time putting their heads in because they want to go in with the pigs, but the pens are obviously way too tiny for them. So they will be very excited about this pen. Now we got to keep the plastic. We don't want them to eat it. Here, get here. Thank you. That should be enough. Those two should be plenty then. Just sit, Michael, you can just sit it in the pen. You can just sit it in the pen over here. Thank you. Thank you. They're currently laying down there. They have no idea what they have in store for them up here. So we are gonna go in now and we will come back out when it's time for evening chores. I'm excited to see how the bulls like it, and I'm excited to show it to hubby and see how he reacts. Good job, looks good. I think they'll be happy.
Later.
So it's evening time, it's time for chores. Hubby's home. I'm excited to show him the bullpen and see what he thinks of it. What do you think, Abigail? Think Daddy will like it? Yeah. Well, are you excited to see it? So they made a mess today. I figured the chickens would scratch the stuff out, but I didn't think Raz and Gaston made such a mess. You can tell they were definitely laying in here because there's two spots and there's poop. So what do you think?
Yeah, it's struggling.
And you want to look at the outside?
It's skirting.
See, I use that.
So they don't suffocate, right?
Yeah.
Lawyer holes. Yeah, man.
He's excited.
I don't really remember. It was
Yeah, it was just on the in the driveway. So I figured you weren't using it for anything.
Go for it.
Keep Abigail close to you. Yeah, I figured it gets out of the driveway.
Stay away from the bull. fucking crazy.
Yeah, stay close to Daddy. You're gonna stay with me. Yeah, do you like how I pieced everything together? See, Dan?
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, what do you think?
Something.
Do you think they're gonna like it?
Yeah, yeah. At least you're smart and put it at the top because they like to eat and bucket.
Yeah. Do you think I'll get a lot of hate for it in the comments?
I don't know why. This is quality craftsmanship right here. Look at that. Didn't break. I like this corner piece. Quality handrail for the corner.
There was a gap there. I had to fill in the gap.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And you see there's a window here. The boys wanted me to leave this window so that the bulls could look out if they wanted to, but
Come on, no peephole.
no. I closed it up.
High enough you don't have to worry about them breaking up and fall from
Yeah.
the digs.
Yeah. I am sure that I'll get hate in the comments. I'm blocking people on a daily basis. Every day I'm blocking at least one person because of nasty comments. So I'm sure I'll hear about it. It's okay. What do you think, Raz? Do you like your pen? I don't know what he's trying to do to your hand. Now I have to make one for the heifers and cows. You know what really annoys me? I see these videos on Instagram all the time about women bringing home animals and then their husband making them pens for their animals. Where's my pens, Dan? Where are my pens?
Like I got all the time in the
It's not fair because I bring home the animals and I had to make them pens too.
I think I brought some of these home myself.
Yeah, and I still have to make pens for them.
No, I brought the animal home. You make the pen.
It's not fair.
Life's not fair.
I know, this is true. Now, there's one more thing I want to do tonight. Since Vinny's always taking his buckets and trying to chew them up, I got him something. This was Earl and Maggie's, but they don't play with it at all. So I figured maybe Vinny will like it, and then he won't take his buckets anymore. Vinny, I got something for you. What I got for you? Look, do you want that? Do you want that? Hey, look. Ready? Look. Oh, I think it scared you. Well, I put it in there. You gonna go play with it? Here, I'll come in with you. I know, Rocky. I'm gonna get your food. Look what I got. Look, it's a toy. Here, look, you can chew it up. You're afraid of it. Vinny. He's trying to hide from it. Vinny, look. Do you want it? Vinny, it's for you. Well, I'll leave it right here for you. Maybe you'll warm up to it. Will you warm up to it? Maybe. If I see it missing in the morning, I'll know you carried it off in the field. Yeah. Was really hoping he'd like it more than that. But maybe he'll warm up to it. Maybe he'll learn to like it. Well, that is all for today, so I will see you later.